Hey, what up, kids? So I just finished pulling some lettuce off of this head that I'm gonna need for tonight, giving it a quick rinse. Yeah, tonight I'm making some BLCC, kind of like a BLT, but with no tomato. We know that Mark doesn't like his tomato. Hell, half of you are probably surprised I'm even eating lettuce. But no, I changed my habits, everybody. Mark is making good choices nowadays. So yeah, instead of tomato, though, I'm making cheese and chicken. BLCC, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Now, rinse. Fabulous. Yeah, and like always, like to rinse the vegetables just for pesticides or anything. Anything it catches on shipping. I like to sit on top of this Tupperware so it's not draining everywhere, and anything I have in excess, I can just save for later, throw in that Tupperware. And I already got my tortilla laid out on my plate right here. Okay, yeah, so I'm making tacos, but damn it, don't try to take this away from me. I'm making a BLCC, damn it. I'm not making chicken and bacon tacos, okay? And everybody, I like to go with bacon bits actually. It's a little bit easier. You just scoop it out. And plus, I don't want to have to make a whole pan of bacon just for a taco or two. You know what I'm saying? So this is easy. I like the bacon not only for the flavor, it gives it some texture. I like the crunchiness to it. With the cheese and the chicken and the lettuce, you can kind of bite through that. But I like this texture. It helps it a lot. I try to estimate about a piece or two, which is usually about 2 scoops. Yeah, there we go. There's the cheese. And I'm going to put some cheese on. I prefer cheddar. Cheddar is my go-to. And I'm doing a medium mild cheddar for this because I love a sharp cheddar, but that's mostly when I'm eating cheese or crackers or just eating the cheese by itself or. Yeah, I think the mild, because otherwise a sharp cheddar, I think it can take too much away from the actual food stuff a little bit. It can be like, bam, cheese in your face. Everybody, I like me my cheddar, so we got to have some cheese on that taco. I mean, the BLCC, you got to have that. I like the shredded. It's the way to go. I also like thick shredded, not that thin little stuff. You got some content to it, you know what I'm saying? And as I'm going, I try to estimate, like, try to eyeball that. That's about right. That's bam. And I like to put the bacon on first and then the cheese because then I'll cook the chicken and lay that over the top of it so it can kind of melt the bacon and kind of become one. Then I throw the lettuce on top. The garnish is always on top. The way you gotta present it that way. Yes, the blind man cares about the presentation. Damn it! I already got some chicken in this little bowl over here. I'll show you that when I'm done. Got to microwave that. Kids, check it out. I got these stickers on my microwave, so I know what I'm doing. Let's get that in there for 45 seconds. That's usually about what we roll. And this is the chicken I get. It's Appleton Farms. This is the rotisserie chicken. They got two kinds that I like, either grilled chicken or rotisserie. I like the rotisserie for my tacos because the rotisserie is usually a darker meat, a little more greasy. I like it for the tacos. When I'm doing the grilled chicken is when I'm doing like something with either my mushrooms that I love or if I'm doing like some black beans or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get all that at Aldi, the chicken as well as the cheese and the bacon. You can hear that chicken. It's almost there. Yeah, normally, kids, I will make 2 or 3 of these at one time. Actually, not at one time. I'll eat 2 or 3 in one sitting, but I usually make them individually. Because if I make 2 or 3 at the same time, by the time I get around to eating them, half of them are going to be cold. The chicken's going to cold off. So I basically eat them as I go. So otherwise, I would make all 3 and show you kids, but you're not going to have the presentation tonight. Yes, the blind man cares about his presentation. Yeah. Get some of this on there. Usually about a good handful will do. Then we got to eyeball that a little bit. Fabulous, kids. Fabulous. That's how we do that. That's the BLCC. Kids, if you want to have one, just make sure you give me credit for it. Otherwise, just call it a chicken and a bacon taco. All right? Everybody, keep it sexy. Make good choices. I'll catch you on the flip side.